Right, so how long do we give for this new advert thing to sort itself out, huh? What do you reckon, Shelley's? Should we give it a few more seconds yet? Because it's not letting you skip quite as quick as it used to, is it, hey? So, about now. Sunday shop do 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 do. Sunday shop do 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 do. Sunday shop do 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 do. R. Hello, 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 hello. Guten Tag. Salutations. Bonsoir. Konnichiwa. And all the other ones that I keep trying to remember, but yeah. If you've been here before, you know what my memory's like. It's absolutely horrible. So, hope everyone is well. And I'm sure as people turn up, they will tell me whether they are or not. Ugh. So, read the title. Yes, yesterday was Mary's birthday, so today, when we saw each other, there was cakes and pretties and cuddles, all good times. And I think she enjoyed herself and liked her prezzies. Um, if you're watching on replay or in bed, Brian, thank you very much. I shall send your birthday blessings on to her. Let's get that open first, shall we? Get some caffeine down me. Pardon me. And yes, that's how quickly the carbon dioxide can come straight out of my body. It means I have to be a little bit careful at work sometimes when I have a drink. I kind of have to make sure I have a drink when there aren't any customers in the store, because that can happen and frequently does. Same with the other end, to be honest. Trying not to fart in front of customers. It's usually best not to do these kind of things. Um, so yeah, what have I been up to this week? Same old work, water changes, sleep, eat, fuss random doggos and kitties, cuddle Mary. It's been the usual week. Water changes. Oh, had a new water meter fitted. So now I am on a smart meter for water. Howdy, sexy Sammy. How you doing? So yes, so new water meter, smart meter, which likely means I will probably get a text or an email from the water company on Monday or Tuesday telling me I've been using lots of water and I may have a leak because I will have done all my water changes and used a lot of water. But then the rest of the week I won't use very much at all. Thank you very much, Mark. I should pass that one on as well. Hope you are well today, as well as can be expected. Not too grumpy. Well, no grumpier than usual, let's put it that way. And I hope you're not rattling too much as well. Yes. Marquis Mark, the king of koalas, and the trying to think of an Aussie creature that begins with a B or a D. Marquis of Marsupials. There we go. We'll go with that one. So, Gadat, indeed. Scotty Aquati's here as well. Hey, Scotty, hope you're doing well too. But yeah, so overall not an interesting week for me. So generally, that's the kind of week I like, when not too much happens. And LinkyBot is here as well. Hola, LinkBot. Yes, yeah, a little bit of drama at work, but I don't get involved in that if I can help it. Just sort of let it flow, run off my back, like water off a duck's back. You know, things are going weird when I'm like the voice of calm and reason. You know, stuff's going south. 5 o'clock Monday morning, enjoying a massive thunderstorm. I mean, the 5 o'clock Monday morning sucks, but massive thunderstorms are awesome. Yeah, definitely worth being up for a big thunderstorm. So, that's why I don't know the Aboriginal, if that's actually the correct term anymore. Native Australians. I don't know their story for thunder and lightning. I know like the Norse one and the Native American folklore stories for what thunder and lightning are. I don't think I know the Native Australian one. It's probably fairly similar, I would have thought, but very bad storm here, high winds, lots of rain. We had lots of rain yesterday and the wind was up. Mr. Moistos, how you doing, Al? Unfortunately, around here, the water levels are still really high from the last lot of less than 2 seconds from the flashing bang. Well, just think of that as energy efficient, Mark. That's or ye olde black powder firearm. Click, bang. Yeah, so we had a lot of rain yesterday, and yeah, it was. I've not heard about the places that did flood last time, but judging by how flooded the roads were and how full the culverts and ditches were, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some more floodings. Birthdays, events, roads at 1K, pick a number, haiku, joke, pick someone from chat. Here is channel, where is channel, first keyword, fish cord. Okay, all the various different destructions. I'm more used to seeing FFS, to be honest. Yeah, so I don't think there's been any flooding, because I think the places that did flood last time, I think they actually cleared out the ditches and the culverts around that area so that water could actually get away. It's funny that if you keep the historical ditches and culverts and sluices that have been around for centuries, if you keep them clear, stuff don't flood so much. If you let them fill up with crud and plant life and all sorts, then the stuff tends to flood more easily. What could be the solution, do you think? Do you think it could be cleaning them out once in a while? I remember when I was younger, all the farmers did it at least once a year. First mention of Gadat. Yes. For some reason, that Gadat just looks like an Israeli word to me, and I'm not making comment on current issues over there. It's weird. You change one letter and it looks like a different language. That's English, really, isn't it? Usually, because it is pretty much one letter removed from either French, Germanic, or Danish, or something like that. Who farted? Well, I did about 5 seconds before I hit the live button. But apparently it was Mark. And Holly's here. How are you, my dear? Hope all is well with you. Not seen you for a while. Hugs. Oh, God. And yes, I know I've got bags and black circles under my eyes. Oh, dear. Sleep has been in short supply lately. Even if I go to bed early, I just wake up even earlier. And then if I try to go for a nap, I'm only napping for like half an hour rather than my more normal hour and a half, 2 hours. But hey ho, it's probably due to grief and stress from work rather than anything else. So get this week out of the way and I've got a week off. Then it's crust mess. And then it'll be absolute chaos at work because it's a 4-day week and we've all got to get our contracted hours in 4 days. And it will be a quiet week as well. There won't be many customers around. So we will be bored poopless most of the time. Hey ho. Not a lot we can do about that. But at least there's plenty of you around and it's dead and boring. You can have a good natter and a chat. And you're not necessarily stuck with someone who's boring or you don't get on with. And you go, oh, I've got to talk to them now. There's nothing suitable that I can surf for on Amazon or Etsy. I've gone through all the various different demon models and miniatures that people are selling. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some rather risque ones on there, which I'm not going to be searching for on the work computer. I'm certainly not going to be doing what someone did and search for butt plugs. I still can't believe they did that. But did they not think that someone else would get on that computer and go to Amazon during that day? We use Amazon sometimes to help customers find products. If it's something we don't sell, well, Amazon is usually a fairly good bet. But yeah, when it comes up with recent searches, and it'll be like, types of a certain type of light bulb or plumbing fitting or whatever, and then just randomly butt plugs. At least when I'm searching for stuff on there, it's boring things, like bike parts or camping parts or things, or t-shirts, or like gifts for her, that kind of thing. I mean, when even I know not to search for those kind of things on a work computer because you could get caught. Someone's had a dumb moment. And plus, when I say computer, I mean till. Yes, if a customer had walked in, that could have been a bit of a problem if they hadn't closed it quick. there's quite often we do have to cut conversations short when a customer walks in. We're talking about something that shouldn't probably be discussed in front of paying customers, and it's like, oh, everyone just suddenly goes quiet. Yep, exactly. It is used for boring things. Always makes me think of Pop Goes the Weasel. That's just me. Okay. What does furl? Nothing boring about it. There is when you're putting it in, it's boring its way in there. Especially a mechanical one. But yeah, I just can't believe that someone actually thought it was a good idea. I know, admittedly, we don't really know who it was, but we got a pretty good idea because there were only 3 people in, and I was the person that found it, and of the other 2, let's just say one who doesn't strike me as the kind of person to be looking for those kind of things. By which I mean he's a 60-year-old man. Bit the lighter up because I thought the ciggy had gone out. Gave it a little puff. There was a bit of smoke there. Put the lighter back down, and now it's gone out. So yes, I found one of our donations to the free stuff. Oh, oh, did it have tide marks on it? Had they? Please at least say they'd cleaned it before they brought it in. And I'm guessing that one went straight in the bin via a pair of gloves or picked up like a dog poop would be with a bag. Imagine working at the returns department for somewhere like Ann Summers or Black Dragon, for example. You working in the returns department for them. Oh. Literally everything you handle has been into someone's hole. Oh. If you want to, yeah, I bet they all double glove. With the gloves right up to here, the thick rubber gloves, and then like just a normal pair of gloves over the top of that, just to make sure. An apron and a face shield, probably a mask as well, because I'm guessing they're probably not going to smell too good. Yeah, jobs you don't want. That's one of them. Yeah, cleaner in a porn cinema. That's another job you don't want either. All these things, like, it's just going to be grim. I mean, it'd be better off being the cleaner in a children's hospital. Imagine that, like, you go for the job as a cleaner at a hospital. Like, are you okay with bodily fluids? I worked in a porn cinema as a cleaner. I can do bodily fluids. Don't worry. You don't want to know what I found. It's one of those where you definitely turn on all the lights first. Make sure everyone's left. Ugh. Yeah, actually, there we go. There's an ongoing subject. Jobs you don't want. Jobs nobody would want to do. Or jobs that sound kind of fun, but when you actually think about it, they're going to suck big time. I reckon that ping was Mary's just got home. Yeah, so jobs you really don't want to do. And pretty much anything retail is bad enough at the first place. I'd hate working in a clothes store. That would be horrific. Because you'd be expected to know about fashion and sizes and constantly being asked, have you got this in an 8 or 12? Or why don't they do this in this size? Bringing it back. Oh, I don't like it. It's covered in bloody burger stains. They want to bring it back for a full refund. No. At least wash it first. I mean, I work in a hardware store. So most things, like tradesmen, plumbers, or whatever, they'll buy all the things they think they need for a job. Then there'll be the stuff they didn't actually need, and they'll just return it. And that's yeah, we just no worries straight away. There are certain things that we don't take back that are exempt from any kind of returns. That's anything, yeah, anything involving a toilet. Any toilet part is basically non-returnable if it's been taken out of the packaging. I think nobody wants to deal with that. Bad enough when someone brings in a toilet part, goes, I need one of these, and you're like, okay. I mean, even if it's like from inside the system, so it's not been in contact with anything nasty, it's still pretty nasty because it's probably been in there a decade and it's covered in all sorts of scale and clag and detritus, and somehow there's always a pubic hair wrapped around it. How the hell did that get in there? And we had a guy bought in his old shower hose because he needed a new one. He wanted to make sure it was the right size. Sensible. But it didn't occur to him to like tip it up and let all the water drain out of it first. He'd unscrewed it, looped it, and just brought it in. And then, of course, when he opens it up in the shop, so he makes sure it's the right length, all the water peed out all over my feet. I was like, thanks. Now I got wet feet. At least I suppose it's clean water, but sensible thing. If you're bringing in something that could contain water, make sure it's empty. It's really not that hard. Some of the things tradesmen find when they go to a job as well is, there's one the other week, it was going to replace the immersion heater in the airing cupboard, which if you don't have an airing cupboard and an immersion heater, there's a water heater, big copper thingy covered in foam that goes inside a small closet that has wooden shelves in it that are slatted, so you can put things in there to dry or keep warm. Good for drying leaves if you want to dry leaves to put in a fish tank. But not only had they left everything that was in front of the airing cupboard, that he said it was like a chest of drawers and that was full and had a TV on it. Then when he got into the cupboard, so he had to move all that out of the way first. And when he opened the cupboard, that was absolutely full. And then they wanted him to put it all back when he was done. It was like, and is that you do realise you're going to get charged for it. I charge by the hour. You've already paid an extra hour's fee because I had to shift all the stuff out of the way, and you won't put it back. It's going to cost you another hour. Why would it cost? Because it's not my job to do it. Shift your own trash out of the way first. You'd think common sense, given the amount that, and I'm not knocking what tradesmen charge, but what they charge per hour. If you've got someone coming in to do a job, you clear stuff out of the way and do whatever you can to make that job easier. Right? You don't make their life harder, because then they'll charge you more. If you make the job as easy as possible, they will be in and out quick, you'll get charged less, and next time you need something done, they won't go, I know that number, I know that address, I ain't going back there again. I'll go, oh yeah, it was easy. I had everything cleared out of the way. It was clean, tidy, easily accessible. They had the water turned off or the electric turned off, ready when I got there. Was that just me thinking logically about things? Given that it's me, being logical isn't necessarily the common thing. Nobody else has come up with a random job that they would hate to do. Sewer cleaner, grave digger. Well, I think grave digger would probably be quite fun. I mean, not fun because you're planting people, but once you got the hang of digging a 6 foot by 6 foot by 2 foot hole, probably using an excavator and then filling it in again, can't be that stressful of a job or that difficult. And you're not exactly going to have loads of colleagues getting in your way. Graveyards are generally quite nice and peaceful places to be. So yeah, well, I think gravedigger would probably, as long as you don't have to dig the grave yourself with a shovel, then a gravedigger would probably be quite a good one. Unless, of course, there's a bunch of unmarked graves where people have moved the stones but not the bodies underneath, and you start digging and clang. Oh, crud. Oh dear, there's already a coffin in there. Oh well. Best move the hole a couple of feet. Burying the local lady of a night, so you dig a V-shaped hole just because her legs won't close. Sorry, I forget whose joke that was, but it's an old one. Oh dear. So it's been very quiet in chat tonight. Is everyone just doing water changes or falling asleep? First one, well, I'm doing your water changes. Second one, don't really blame you. Yes, so I did actually remember to do a video this week. Ooh. It's the why canister filters suck video. And then when I uploaded it, it decided to show me all the other people who've done why canister filters suck videos. But everyone. Sometimes you get an idea and I'm going to do that because it's relatively easy. Why are you so jumpy tonight? Hey? Silly Shelly Dwellies. What you like? Where was I? completely lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Digging graveyards, leaf holes. Canisteville was sucking, yeah. So, yeah, did the video upload. Obviously, loads of people have already done one, but you know, it's a hobby. There aren't going to be many, if any, subjects you could make a video about in fish keeping that haven't already been done. Probably about 1,000 times, to varying degrees. So, yeah, that is the thing I'm finding lately, is I'm struggling to come up with ideas for videos. And given the time of year and how the weather is, we're not exactly going out exploring old abandoned churches and haunted places at the moment, because floods, cold, windy, rainy, dark. Yeah, it's dark by 4 p.m. here now, so yay. And it will just get, and we've got, yeah, what is it? Was it 9th today or 10th today? So we've got another 11 days of the days getting shorter before they start getting longer again. Feed the YouTube algorithm. Splash that like. Share it out. Subscribe. Ring that bell to stay notified of all new uploads. Thanks. Thank you, Sam. Yes. Don't forget. Even if I've not uploaded a video this week, or it's not something you may be interested in, check out the previous ones, because there are literally hundreds of videos that I've uploaded over the years. Kenny, how the devil are you, sir? Hope all is well. Give Danny a hug for me. So here we go. This is an ongoing thing for today. Jobs you really don't want. So far, the worst two I've come up with are cleaner in a porn theatre and returns for a sex toy company. They're the two bad ones I can think of off the top of my head. Both sound equally grim, let's be honest. Pretty much anything involving anything that goes inside of people. It's just going to be horrific. I mean, I think I'd rather deal with like body parts. No, following surgeries and things like that, where people get things removed and taken out. I'd rather deal with that than what you're going to find in either of the other two jobs. At least you can have a bit of fun with some of the body parts. I don't mean in a perverted manner. Sam, I'm looking at you. We don't all want to work at a mastectomy clinic. Oh dear, my mind's in the gutter today. I do apologise. I mean, let's be honest, on a good day, it's only barely out of the gutter, so. Ah, yes, the Kenny twerking video. I see you, baby, shaking that ass. I mean, I would, but I ain't got a butt, so. And if I wave my butt at a camera bent over, chances are I'm just going to fart. Probably make a mess. Everybody dance now. Dun, 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 dun. Go flashing back to clubs in the 90s. That was my Marine Corps flight suit. Still fits like a glove. Not. It fits like a glove. I mean, it's a glove for someone with smaller hands, but you know. Mandy, darling, how the devil are you? Hugs. Um, I was like, there's no way I could fit into any clothes from when I was that kind of age, when I might have joined the armed services. Think about the only things I could still fit into would be my shoes. Although apparently I can fit quite happily into a size 5 ladies UK shoe. If there are any UK ladies here, you'll know how small that is. And that's why Sam loves my feet. Um, so like little girl feet, they're just furry and scarred and broken. Um, I'm trying to think. I think about the only clothing I've got left from when I was that kind of age will be my motorcycle jacket, which I can barely get done up now. My motorcycle boots, which barely fit around my calves, and my old football kit, which I'm not even going to attempt to put on. Yes, I have dainty hooves. I've not got socks on today, Sam. Good job I got the back curtains closed. Otherwise, I'll be able to see what he's doing just outside the window. Like the opening scene from Ichi the Killer. Um, He'd be out there salting the slugs. Um, Speaking of, howdy, Tommy, how the devil are you, you spexy beast, you? I'm sure you are, dainty Mandy. I haven't got size 6 feet. I wear a 7. I thought I was a 5.5, but apparently I'm smaller than that. I might have to go to one of those kiddie shoe shops and get my feet measured. Um, anyway, I say, dainty. It's not the dainty parts of ladies that us men like. Um, yeah, so there we are. No, stop thinking about that. No, no, no. Oh dear. Oh. If I shut my eyes for too long, I'm going to fall asleep. I think it might be because I've watched a little bit too much endurance racing this week. That might be part of it. Oh, pardon me. Um, yeah, watching endurance racing and creating weirdness with AI. I did have to re-download it because I think I broke it. Um, yeah. Apparently, there is some nightmare fuel that even AI is scared of. So, yeah, best avoided. I think got upset when I described a human centipede. made out of bones. Wearing armor. Yeah, that was probably it. You know, I'm nothing if not thorough in my examination of the darker depths of what might actually be scary. I've still not had any nightmares. In fact, weirdly, I've mostly been dreaming about attractive ladies, which I don't have a problem with, except for when you wake up just as you get to the good bit. You know, in the dream, just as you're about to lift the skirt and you know there's no knickers underneath, and then you wake up. Like, oh, God damn it! I went through the whole meeting, getting to know, going on a date. Ugh. Went through all that and I didn't get any payoff at the end. Yeah, we all know Mandy's a cutie. You're redhead, so of course you're cute. I mean, that's if you like me and you like people without souls. Um, and yes, I am aware I've had people complain about that joke before about gingers not having souls. So again, I'll apologise to all the soulless people for saying they're like gingers. The apology didn't go down well either. But if people can't take a joke, then well, sod them. There should be some sort of warning on the front of my streams for like, yeah, don't take it seriously. This guy's just having a laugh. Ooh, Mandy's face. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, but we all know Mandy. We all know she's a cutie. As we said last week, all women are beautiful. Well, I say all. Some are downright hideous, but you know, um, it takes something special. Howdy, Ricky. I said she gorgeous and cutie. That's what I said. Come on, look. You know me, Tommy. You know I like my redheads. One of the subjects of those dreams I was discussing was Christina Hendricks. What will you give me to delete that clip? It's what she'll give you to not send it to me. There's always better things to do, Ricky. I never blame anyone for forgetting or going, yeah, I'll give it a miss this week. I'll admit there are weeks where I think, oh, I really can't be bothered. But usually by about half hour in, I'm like, I'm with it, with the flow, having fun. I think, however many years I've been doing these Sunday streams, I think I've missed two or three. Three, I think, and two of them were fairly recently. One because I was ill. I think, yeah, actually, I think all three because I was ill with some kind of hideous man flu disease where I was like coughing every 5 seconds and blowing my nose every 2 minutes. And I figure, I mean, A, I feel like hell, and B, no one wants to hear or see that. So it's safer. I was happy drunk today when I got home. I got back some of my alcohol. I was completely gone, sober again. Oh dear. Well, hopefully it doesn't take too much to get you happy drunk again. I mean, I won't say what I do when I want to be happy because I don't drink. But it involves things bouncing. I'll just go that far. And I'm not talking about basketballs. So I in booze shops goes, oh no, gutted. You're gonna have to start brewing your own or distilling your own. What have you got cheap and easily available, or free and easily available locally that contains sugar because you can make alcohol out of it? That'd be a good experiment for you. I can call and get more, but I think he's giving fake booze. Last time, did it have a sort of? Did it taste a bit like de-icer? Have that ethylene glycol flavour to it? Or just coloured white spirit? Good evening, Debs. How are you, me dearie? Hug. Hope all is well with you. Anthony's here. Yo, how you doing, Anthony? Hope all is well with you. Hadn't seen you for a bit. I'm still here, still the same. Nothing much has changed with me. I've not even really had any dumb injuries lately. Touch wood. Well, other than breaking my finger the other week, but meh. Been out to dinner with my dad, always a lovely time. Or what did you have? Come on, we need to know. Fake Talisker tastes weird. It's got a different smell than normal. Possibly. Yeah, I'd say quite possibly you're getting cheap knockoff booze that's just been put in a different bottle or given a different label. Just living life. That's the way you got to be. It's always the way to be. Just live your life the way you want to live it. How, according to the law and what is reasonable, is not necessarily what you really want to do with life is possible. Ooh, been out with Turkish food. Very posh. Have you got the toilet paper in the fridge ready? I don't think we got Turkey. Yeah. I mean, there's not a Turkish restaurant around here, but one of the chip shops is run by Turks and they do sell some Turkish stuff in there. I've not tried it because it's always rather expensive and all I want is battered jumbo sausage and chips. Oh yes, don't forget Susie Q Live, the lovely Susie Q. And then the Tennessee Fish Mafia with Mark Shelley. Not spicy. Well, it doesn't need to be spicy. I'm thinking the amount of olive oil kind of has a slight loosening effect. At least that's what happened to me. Well, no, that wasn't Turkish. That was Greek. Yeah. Let's just say I steer clear of Greek food these days. Italian is fine. I can eat Italian all day long as it's not full of tomatoes, which is a bit weird because most of it is. Spinach and ricotta cannelloni. Oh. Samosas are not Indian, they're Turkish. Ah, good to know. So there is Turkish food I do eat then regularly. And really all a samosa is a spring roll just in a different shape with a different filling. Oh, Sam's been winning on Craig's streams. What did you win, Sam? Congratulations. Yeah, I kind of simplify foods. So if two things are kind of similar, I just view them as the same. So like a samosa and a spring roll is a very similar thing. It's just different shape. Um, if it's a form of carbohydrate like potatoes or rice or pasta, they're all the same thing. They basically all taste the same anyway. Um, it's just that potatoes you need to do a bit of chewing and biting on. Pasta, a little bit less. Rice, you can just swallow. You don't even need to chew. Gone. Oh, drinking game on that is Fishy Friends. Blackie smashes a guitar. Oh, was the guitar misbehaving, or was it just an old one he didn't want anymore? I think most of us musician-y types have smashed a guitar at some point because it's not doing what we want it to. When in reality, it's actually our fingers not doing what we want them to, which is mostly why I stopped playing. Because I've broken them too often and there's too much arthritis type stuff going on, and yeah, I can't do what I want to. So rather than smash the guitar, I just put it away. Oh, I gifted it to Patty. Oh, I'm sure Patty was very grateful. Evening, Tampa Tom, the Mad Mother. Thank you. I shall pass that on to Mary as well. Oh, pardon me. Oh, oh, oh. Ooh, that was a bit warm. Um, yeah, I'm still paying for the pack of vegetable spring rolls I ate on Thursday. It was a bad idea. It was late, they were reduced. I couldn't be bothered to cook them, so I just opened the packet and stacked them all to one side, squirted some mayonnaise in there, and just munched them all. They were tasty, don't get me wrong, but I had vicious wind for a few days afterwards, well, a couple of days. But then that's the effect that vegetables have on my body, even in a small amount. Which means, as I'm mostly working with someone I'm not a huge fan of this week, I might have vegetables every day. Oh, hubby called back. What did I miss? Oh, give Mr. Zen a hug for me. You missed everything. We're talking about food again. So if you're hungry, I do apologise. But I'm hungry too. Well, I am now. But I've got crumpets and the rest of the birthday cake I've got Mary to eat, so I'm good. So coffee and walnut cake, by the way. The Sainsbury's Taste the Difference, which strangely, other than the artwork on the packaging and the cake itself looked and tasted exactly like the Lidl one that's half the price. So it probably came out of the same factory, off the same production line. They literally just changed the cardboard box the cake comes in. Um, we've all smashed guitars. I did it with an acoustic because, well, reasons. Yes. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a metalhead, rocker, that kind of music I like. And I had an electric guitar, which I wasn't allowed to play because it was too noisy. My foster parents didn't like that because I wasn't playing Christian music. So they bought me an acoustic guitar. And then when I was packing up to leave and I got all my stuff packed, literally just after I left college at 18, it was, oh, don't forget your guitar. So I just picked it up and I smashed it on the door frame. I was like, I don't play acoustic. And I ain't playing another bloody Christian song for the rest of my life. I'd rather play Baby Shark or Agadoo. That year, Grinch's Heart Grew 3 sizes. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it was probably one of the better Christmas presents I got from them. You see, you make that joke. There was a band called the Christians. Goes out here like guys playing acoustic guitars is weird. Exactly. It's like sitting around a campfire singing Kumbaya. No. I'm more standing on a stage playing heavy metal. You know, there's far more chance of me picking up a guitar and playing something by Sepultura than there is when the Saints go marching in. Better than girls playing ukuleles. Yeah, we all know the best musical instrument for women to play is the flute at band camp. My mum played ukulele as a kid. Yeah, unfortunately, the ukulele in the UK has probably not so much nowadays because people don't remember, but there was back in the days of black and white. Yeah, I'm that old. There was a performer who, a few movies, named George Formby, who was basically like a really bad comedy musician and northern. I was leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street, and when a certain little lady came by, oh me, yeah, that kind of cheese. When I was a kid, I thought the ukulele was a guitar for a dwarf. Yeah, pretty much. With 4 strings, technically it's a bass. Pretty high pitched bass, but there you go. I did have a go on a mandolin once and didn't really like that. Referencing the chick who did the retaliation with pass, doesn't ring a bell. It's the only one I can think of. Oh, I can't remember what the name was. It's the 2 comedy actresses, Garfunkel and Oates. That was it. They did some songs. The one I remember the most is The Loophole. Poop hole, loophole. Garfunkel notes, not Hall of Notes. It's not yacht rock. But if you are going to listen to Garfunkel and Oates, do it away from the children. F me in the ass because I love Jesus. Yeah, easy. Yeah, that's why I get confused sometimes because you've got Simon and Garfunkel and you've got Hall and Oates. And I'm thinking, Simon and Hall? No. Hall and no. I like they picked the less famous of the two. Yeah, exactly. Simon and Hall, this doesn't have the same ring to it, does it? Howdy, Mr. Fishroom. How you doing? I played in school and uni. I hardly remember anything. It's base. You don't have to remember anything. As long as you can count to 4 and 6, you're good. Sharpe, is it okay if I link their naked pictures in this chat? Lol, not really going to do that. No need. I've already seen them. I can't remember which one's which. But the blonde one did full frontal in a movie once, so. Can't remember the movie. And living the dream. Your dream or someone else's? Because I always say I'm living the dream. I just don't know whose dream it is. At that point, I've run out of cigarette filters, so I shall be back momentarily. I'll just grab a spoon. Oh, God, dear. Oh, getting old. Yes, hello, you clicky buggers. Yes, the 2 yo-yo loaches that I bought that are, for laziness reasons, still in the quarantine tank and haven't been moved yet. That will be week after next. Yes, I got to the point where they started clicking at me now. And thankfully, they're still small enough that it's just a very quiet click, because once they get a bit bigger, yeah, it sounds like breaking glass. You know that sound you get when glass just cracks? That's the sound yo-yo loaches make when they're busy eating snails. So it's a good sign. It's a good sound to hear because it means there's a snail dying. If you've bought them for that particular reason, which I have, and I don't recommend anyone doing that. Bought 2 years. 2 years. Yeah, it's a bit worrying, isn't it, Deb? Not the first time, but first several times you hear that click, and it just sounds like glass cracking. You're thinking like a tank's cracked or something. Ricky's in the booze cabinet. Oh dear, what did you break, Cam? Was it a tank? Was it a window? Yeah, exactly. You're like, what was that noise? And then you eventually realize what it is, and you're like, oh right, that's okay. But it's still, if you're just dozing off and you're in the same room as the tank. Sometimes I'm too lazy to take the mattress back upstairs and I'll sleep downstairs for a few days, or especially when it's hot in the summer, I'll stay downstairs. Yeah, you're just dropping off to sleep and you hear that crack noise, it wakes you up. Pardon me. Got to work out, but I don't want to. You know my answer to that. Don't then. It's like, I really should be going on bike rides still and improving my fitness for the 100-mile ride I've got coming up next year. I really can't get the willpower to get on the bike and go cycling for tens of miles when it's cold, wet, windy, and dark. It's just not enjoyable. Bought someone's old fish room, went to stand up the one 500 or 600, grabbed it from the wrong place, split it right on the disc. Oh no, gutted. As long as your finger's going to be okay and the tank didn't explode, you should be okay. So, fingers crossed. Yes, that's what happens when you've broken them too many times. You think by now I could light a cigarette, wouldn't you, really? Yeah, thankfully, again, touch wood, I've not managed to break a tank yet. Chances are I will at some point. I had one sprung a slight leak. Anyone know Dee Dee's birthday? Isn't it the 25th of December? Got to trick your brain. Only commit to riding down the street and back, and that's all you do. Great. Usually, if you do all the work to get out, you just keep going. Yeah, but if I'm going to just cycle down the street and back, then I won't take the stuff I'll need to go for 20, 30 miles. That's the problem. If I'm going to do 20, 30 miles, I'm going to need drinks, food, more drinks, puncture repair kit, spare inner tube, first aid kit. It's not that it's daunting, it's just the weather here this time of year is not conducive to cycling around in the middle of nowhere. Nice glass of the golden goodness they thought locking the cabinet would keep me out fools. Merit, my darling, how are you? Mwah. Big hug and a smoochie. And I shall send your well wishes on. Wear a bikini. Ain't no one going to want to see me in a bikini. I'm Merit, or you, or Debs, maybe, but not me. I mean, I'd fill one out fairly well, but ain't no one going to want to see that butt crack. Picture a silverback gorilla in a bikini and you're getting kind of close. E-Rock! Also hugs. Fist bumps to the pebbles as well. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're all well. Trust me, Debs, you'll look better in a bikini than I will. Watch your football team lose and they're going down the division. Oh, that always sucks. Well, hopefully we can cheer you up a little bit then. I hope you're feeling a bit better anyway by now and you've got over the 5th dose of COVID. You've all heard of Typhoid Mary. Well, not my Mary. Meet COVID Merit. Sharpe the speed. Yeah, I'm not wearing Speedos. It's just not happening. Because I just don't do swimming, because I don't do water. Exactly, the plague bringer. Well, no, you're not the plague bringer. Everyone brings a plague to you. All you have to do is see someone and you catch COVID off of them. That's how it seems, anyway. Me in that would not be a good thumbnail. It would get me demonetized and probably get my channel blocked. It's not going to be a good look. And I'm not going to be trimming the necessary areas to looked like there'd be a group of white spiders trying to escape. That's probably TMI. Yeah, I hope you're feeling a bit better now, Merritt, at least. What else can we rattle on about? That's good to know. So earlier on, I started talking about jobs you really don't want to have. So if anyone else has got any jobs that employment they would really hate, just even better if it sounds like it might be a good job, but when you really think about it, it's horrific. Those kind of jobs, people just having a good laugh on my behalf. No, we're laughing with you, Merritt. We don't laugh at you because we're not dumb. We don't want a good hiding. Well, maybe some of us do. I've been a very naughty boy. No, don't go there. Not on a live stream. Oh, no. That's a week early for Dee Dee. Dee Dee's birthday is February the 14th. The one who's laughing hardest is me. That's always good. I do like to think about you happy and laughing and smiling rather than being grumpy and miserable. Hey, Mikey B, how you doing? That's not what it says. Well, I mean, FFL is probably correct, but it's Dee Dee, Valentine's Day. Come on. Well, she has got a huge heart. Dee Dee is all heart. And I'm not going with the other joke. Yeah, huge heart. She has. Dee Dee is all heart. She's awesome and wonderful and lovely. And if I met her, same as I met probably anyone here, I'd give you all a massive hug because I'm just like that. And if you don't like hugs, well, tough. You're getting one. Yes, exactly, Ricky. Yeah, but it's not Dee Dee's I'm thinking about. Yes. Yeah. You know, you can always feel free to post the links. Mowing grass, I hate. You chose the wrong job then, didn't you, Tom? That's why you're the mad mower, because you're always angry about cutting grass. So, speaking of the lovely ladies I've been dreaming about, Dee Dee wasn't one of them, but someone here was. I'll let you all figure that one out for yourselves. Don't you wish you could control what you dreamed about? Oh, Danny boy. And I've run out of inspiration for the next line. Here we go. Oh, Danny boy, the plex are breeding. 150 more. All gone now. Tried every single one except from the first virus. Oh, you've had all the various different types. Start whiskey with Ricky before the end of this year. When that go south, not get cancelled. Be fun while it lasts, at least. Take this phone keyboard. I give up. Good luck to you all figuring out what I meant to type. Got the gist of it. Mike was just ending his stream, so I posted links to this stream in the chat. You see, that's the kind of thing that, to me at least, now, if it's like getting to the end of the stream and the person's wrapping up or about, or they like me go for a set time and that time's coming, and there's another stream afterwards, it's going to take a real butthole to complain about someone posting a link to the next stream in their chat. It really is. That's the way I see it anyway. It's the same with like the raising money kind of links. If you say no, then I'm sorry. It's just not the right thing to do. No, it wasn't Sam I was dreaming about. No. What I might do. It's how dare you promote people in the same genre as you and think in the ways of charity. Charity is the root of all evil. We know this. It's communist. It's not capitalist. I'm doing well, thank you, Merritt. Bit of stress at work from someone, but I can deal with that. It's water off a duck's back to me. When it's a case of the narcissist versus the psychopath, we know which one's going to win that war. Could be better, could be worse. So on average, feeling 100% 8 times out of 10. Yeah, that's exactly. Have you met a charity? She's usually a stripper, so yeah. Trying to think. Charity is not really a name that's used in the UK. I mean, faith and hope are, but not charity. So I use a different whip for you. We call it a probe in space. Last Saturday, I did something because of which I heard this from my dad. 3 army cars that escorted me home. Yeah, you're getting yourself in trouble again, are you? Wouldn't work in a restaurant again because there's so many ladies and none here mowing. You need to find Stacey's mom's number and start mowing Stacey's mom's lawn. I mean, even though Rachel Hunter these days is probably in her 50s, I bet she's still stunning. Actually, if anyone's got Google open, I take it we all know the song Stacey's Mom. Stacey's Mom, depending on which side of the pond you're on. What's Stacey look like these days? Because she's got to be in her 30s by now, probably. Mr. Tommy, sir. Always makes me feel great seeing that completely unsolicited confirmation of my need for ego brushing. Well, we have to brush your ego because you can't brush your hair. And yes, I'm aware mine's falling out rapidly, and you've probably actually got more hair than I have, which is what I've got is a lot longer. It's Tommy who's got the awesome hair. Stacey's mom has got it going on. She's all I want. Stacey, can't you see you're just not the girl for me? I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Stacey's mom. Yes. That was actually a really good album. Fountains of Wayne, Welcoming Estate Managers. I think that was the name of the album. Yeah. John brushes it away with a cruel and accurate hair observation. Yeah, well, you're welcome to give it back, Dan. You know that. That's one of my golden rules: is if you can't take it, don't give it. There's plenty to take the Mickey out of me for. The amount of fags I suck in a day. My hair, my face, my glasses, my figure, my double chin. Has anyone seen the new Indiana Jones yet? Not yet, no. Although I did see a good meme about Indiana Jones today. It was going about what makes a femme fatale. Now going through all the things that make up being a femme fatale. A whip. All the various other things that a femme fatale is. Yeah, Indiana Jones is a femme fatale. Humour fry, all accounted for and relatively thriving. I hope yours are all roughly prospering the same. Generally the best we can hope for with children. Mary's are fine as far as I know. I mean, Nadine did try and outdo me because when I broke my finger, literally the next day she managed to slam her hand in the bathroom door somehow and bruised a couple of her fingers. Son's wanting to watch it, but I know it's mostly computer generated indie, not actually a him. Yeah, that is. You get that whole uncanny valley thing going on. It's just like, nah. Apparently nowadays I do grand screw ups, not simple ones anymore. Mrs. DK's birthday tomorrow. Well, in that case, Mrs. DKF, this is for you. I do apologise. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mrs. DKF. Happy birthday to you. There we go. Wife finally seen one of the commercials for it and said, wow, he looks so much younger. I said, yes, this is not him. Yes, obnoxious and trying patients daily, just like me. Oh, just wait until they get to their teens. They start finding the joys of drinks, drugs, and sex. Oh dear, that's when it really goes downhill. See, the teenage rebellion phase is easily doable. I think John from the wonderful and oh yes, definitely ever youthful and beautiful and amazing and awesome and wonderful Mrs. DKF. Not that we ever see or hear from her, but I'm just making assumptions. 11 and 13, fighting sexually. Yeah, that's they're just starting to get into the teenage rebellion. Chip off the not so old block. Exactly. Mandy's not old. She's a wee bairn. Hang on, was that actually a Scottish accent that came out accidentally then? Oh, God. So if I try and do it, it doesn't work. I sound Pakistani. If I don't try, it comes out normally. Sent you a message of grave importance. It will self-destruct in 3 hours. 15 and 17. 15 sucks, 17 isn't so bad. Yeah. Sort of 14 to 16 is the worst age range. They can be pretty nightmarish around there. 17, they start thinking they're young adults. So they start sort of acting more maturely and not being quite such a nightmare and drama filled. And Nadine and Adam are 18 and 19 and 21. So both working and got part or boyfriend and girlfriend and that kind of thing. And yeah, both drive as well, so don't need the mum taxi anymore. No, you're not old. A couple of times with it slowly, years of cracking tendons and injuries from sleeping wrong. Yeah. Actually, not important, just a question. Need help with something? Man who's born in the Sony is all the best people, excellent fish keepers, considerate, skillful romancers. Always have a 27-year-old son. Daughters are just different. They are. At least with boys, the hormones aren't quite so bad. I mean, I don't think I was any more of a nightmare during my teenage years than I was in my younger years. Probably because I'm daring to be a nightmare. 40 to 42 is the age at which a human becomes an adult in the mind. Still an adolescent. Well, I'm 47. What's my excuse? I still try and position my legs in such a way when I fart at work, it sounds like a duck quacking. Just because it's funny. "37 and you just become a man." Yeah, that's what I don't get though. It's that whole thing of, well, I'm 18, I'm a man now. Or it's almost like there were, it was like never written rules, but things you had to be a man. It's like being a man was a big thing. It's like, no, it just means you're getting old. In the end of it, yeah, boys almost make them dumb and easier to catch. But it's not that we're easier to catch; it's we're more likely to do dumb stuff. You know, but yeah, girls do get sneakier, but I'm good at sneaky, so. And plus, Adam and Nadine I weren't any problems at all. The occasional argument between them two, but sibling arguments, it happens. It's always going to happen. They like to wind each other up. To be honest, they've not been any trouble. The odd, when you turn 18 and you first start drinking and things get messy, but yeah, that's to be expected. Booking that statement from men. Yeah, from Zen. Yeah, exactly. There's more than a book. There's a series of books. What about the fact that boys go to college to get more knowledge and girls go to Jupiter to get more stupider? When you're 18, you take care of your own mistakes. Yeah, that's what being an adult is, really, isn't it? You screw up, it's up to you to fix it. Teenagers get dumber. It just happens. It's their brains rewiring. But don't lose hope. When they're 30, they remember where the dishwasher is and how to replace a toilet roll. As long as they put it on the right bloody way round. Yeah, exactly. It averages out. I've got the brain of a teenager, really. Well, the sense of humour of a teenage boy. Body of an old man. Roll better be folded on the end and with the corners tucked in as well. Exactly. Now, as long as it's like end out away from the wall, not end against the wall. I remember you might have had to deal with it in the States. There was a thing called anaglypta. It was a wallpaper. Right? It was basically a thick wallpaper. It goes on the wall, and it was covered in wood chip and then painted white. It was kind of, I don't know whether it was a style or a fashion thing or just really hard wearing, but it got used a lot in toilets and bathrooms. And back in the day, With that on the wall, if you like brushed up against the wall, you'd cut yourself. So with that on the bathroom wall and someone hanging the toilet roll the wrong way around with the paper against the wall, you got to grab the paper and take all the skin off your knuckles. Want to stay 37 forever, like where I'm at. Still feel wild and crazy without the medical insurance to back up my mistakes. Come to the UK, Tommy. You don't need medical insurance. You'd have to leave your guns behind, but if you move to this area, you could and got like a small holding and the correct licenses, you could still have a shotgun and a rifle, and you could keep your chickens. You might not be able to keep fish or plants outside, but you know, you wouldn't have to pay when you screw up. Yeah. Should always roll over and out. Keep it as far away from the germy wall as possible. Exactly. You don't know what's been sprayed up that wall. You don't want to be wiping that on your hoo-ha. Go to the NHS and they'll make you wait even if you have a bullet wound. Only in years married and you're young inside. We know that. Move to the UK, I'll be living in a hobbit house. Yeah, true. True, all our houses are a lot smaller, generally. Not move again unless I get to build my hobbit house for giants. Tommy, yeah, Tommy's the whippersnapper. He's the young one around here. Don't want to be wiping that on your hoo-ha. John Sharpe, 2023, exactly. Yeah, don't use the same toilet paper that you put in the fridge for the, yeah. Can't afford medical insurance for me. The kids and the wife have it, just not me. Oh, bless you, Debs. If Mark's still here, I think he is. He's probably fallen asleep by now. Oh yeah, hobbits are terrible for raiding the fridge. Yeah, second breakfast and everything. Live in a small house right now, tiny house for USA standards. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I see like the UK house or US houses on like TV and YouTube and things like that, and I'm like, do you really need all that space? You got all that space and you're heating it or air conditioning it. It was a lot. If it was like smaller, like the size you could probably get away with, you'd save yourself a fortune, and it would be cheaper to buy the house. Yeah, you don't want that kind of freezer burn. If you live in a more progressive state, you would have medical insurance. How are the birds across the pond? Birdie. I'm not hibernating as such, but they're fairly quiet this time of year. Pigeons and doves and crows are still about, but most of the songbirds have shut up and hidden, basically. It's even the ducks have gone quiet. Can't do California. I avoid it like the plague. I like my freedom, but by here I'm happy. Spoken like a true Texan. Yeehaw! Always hear seagulls. Howdy, Mark. Yeah, well, you know. Yeah, gulls are always around. Plenty of gulls around here. Nasty things. Homesteader healthcare is my diet and exercise program. So, and that's a big thing. Is if you do, if you exercise, and that doesn't mean working out. It means just moving and doing physical stuff, and you eat healthily. It's amazing how less ill you get. Texan born and raised, also raging liberal. Oh well. I don't know if we're talking about the same thing. Oh, you're talking about the ladies, Tom. In which case, mighty fine. And the ones next pond over, even better. I joke. Cap, liberal, constitutional, yeah. Well, comparing myself to the majority, yeah. It's easy to be leftist when everyone else is far right. Let's put it that way. Oh, mum duty calls. Give Chris a fist bump for me. Yeah, have a great one. I'll send you a message in a bit. Oh, hugs and kisses all the way back. Mwah. I'd stay in Texas because I don't like the security of knowing I'm going to make it through the winter. Oh dear. Yeah, I mean we've had all the weathers this week. We've had sub-zero, ice, freezing, fog, rain, sun, wind. Earlier in the week it was down like -5, and then today it's like nearly 10 degrees. What? Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. It's like I'm on this side, so I'll always vote this side. Even if I don't agree with what they're trying to do, I'm going to vote for them because that's who I vote for. Whereas I'll quite happily change who I vote for depending on what they're doing and what they want to try and do when they get in. Not that I believe any of the promises, but biggest tax issue, winter preparation, never happens. As Dan says, is the weather there isn't trying to kill you, it's not trying hard enough. Solve that with a wood burning stove and some firewood. Yes. Never felt more oppressed than when I lived in Idaho. Well, Idaho is basically Ireland in America. It's purely because of all the potatoes, and that's an Irish joke, not an American joke. I definitely lean more towards the communism side of things than I'm left of centre. Let's put it that way, and that's the traditional dictionary definition of centre. Not from what I get from American politics, which is right wing and far right wing. Oh, imagine if a left wing party started up in the States. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Having to explain why things would actually be good. Yeah, Tommy's just a short-haired hippie. That's really what he is. You should grow your hair out, Tommy. Get yourself some sandals and a cardigan. Perfect. And I'm not just talking about my widening parting. No. I mean, technically, the parting only goes back to about there. After that, it's just comb over. And Conor McGregor is thinking of running for president of your country. You probably need to rethink some things. And I'm like 30% Irish. Well, I mean, Conor McGregor can't be any worse than Donald Trump. At least when he tries to pose and look tough for photographs, he actually will. Donald Trump just looks like he's trying not to fill his pants. Wrapping up sex and we're more LGBT friends and cis friends. Plus, I play the gay role. Exactly. I do the same. I know I'm straight. That's not knocking anyone. It's just the way I am. I don't care though. I will have a laugh with and flirt with whoever. It's all just a joke. If I grew my hair out, I'd have bigger hair than Whip. Be a lion's mane. Oh, there you go. There we go. That's what we want to see. Competition. Who's got which man has got the best hair in the fish fam? We got the perfect person to judge it in Dan. And Graham, actually. Takes far too much care that I care to put into my hair. That is the thing with longer hair. The longer it gets, the more it takes looking after. Yeah, mine goes curly until it gets to a point where it's not sitting on my shoulders. Because when it's at the point where it sits on my shoulders, then it starts curling up. But once it gets long enough that it hangs down the back, then the weight pulls the curls out again. He looks like the dude from the Big Lebowski. Wow. I do describe myself as a male lesbian. Pretty much sums it up. Anyone of retirement age shouldn't be running for office. No, and I forget again which comedian said it, but anyone who went to like college and university to study politics shouldn't be allowed to do politics. Yeah, that's it. No, I don't care. I'll have a laugh and a joke with anyone. That's one of the things that I like about my work. I know, weird, huh? Working in retail. But especially when you get repeat customers, it's easy. You figure them out fairly rapidly as to what kind of sense of humor they got and how crude they are. But even customers, like, first time you send them, if you can crack a bit of a joke and get a smile or a chuckle or even a full belly laugh out of them, they remember it and they will come back. Same when they come in with their dog and you give their dog treats and fusses and their dog loves it. We've got a few customers who will be literally just walking their dog down the street and the dog will start pulling to come into the store because it knows it's going to get a treat and fusses. Yep. See you later. Fish to look after, tanks to fix, orders to pack. Yes, have fun. Gay friends made fun of me, I make fun of them. We laugh, we drink, we party, have a blast. Plus, they understand when I get freaky about my shoes. Brands matter with shoes. They do, to an extent. Cheap shoes fall apart and are cheap. Expensive shoes tend not to. But there's like a happy middle ground where they'll last you long enough that they're worth it. But you won't be thinking, why did I spend this much? The one's half the price would have worn out in the same amount of time. And I've got a pair of Nike hiking trainers that I bought probably about a decade or so ago. I wear them most days. Well, if I leave the house, I wear them. And I'm literally, the uppers are kind of okay. But the neoprene's broken down now, so they let the water in the top and I've worn through the rubber on the soles. So They suck the water in through the bottom as well. So I'm going to have to get a new pair. I'm the gayest straight dude you'll meet. Exactly. That's why you get a hug and a kiss, Tommy. Maybe even a quick grope. Whoops, meant to think it, not type it. Oh dear. My presidency is mostly will have horrible hidden histories. She's never been in that position in the first place. Exactly. I mean, we were kind of glad when you had Trump while we had Boris, because it made Boris not look quite so bad. And now we got friggin' Rishi. Oh, God. I haven't worn anything but Skechers in 15 years. Yeah, Skechers are very comfortable, and I do have Skechers. When I used to work at Sainsbury's and One Stop, that's what I wore. I wore Skechers because I was in them all shift and they were comfortable. I did wear them out fairly rapidly, but that's because they've got lovely, soft, comfy soles. So you do tend to wear them out if you're on your feet for 8 hours in them. Yeah, I'm going to get myself a set of hiking shoes, I think, next year. Well, maybe after Christmas. We'll see. Mostly for the biking. I want something that's not got Skechers soft soles on them, because otherwise, the pedals and ground kind of dig into your feet. But I want them to be comfortable, waterproof mainly. Pardon me. Not too expensive, and kind of sensible. Little brother took the phone trying to make me look bad. Yeah, no tongue. Yeah, no tongue. I mean, I might lick you, but plus with my tongue. It's probably mostly brown at the moment but I do have a rather long tongue. Yeah, got some Skechers on right now. They're basically turned into slippers. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Skechers is like wearing a pair of slippers, just with more comfortable soles on them if you're walking on anything other than carpet. Because I've got my slippers on right now. All my Crocs literally around the world, 3 pair, all of them worn. They don't make it anymore. Satan calls a shoe store looking for soles. Rubber lace. Oh dear. Yeah, I've not got a pair of Crocs, but I literally only wear them if I'm going out into the garden quickly. And I do have to wear socks with them as well, because otherwise they rip the top of my toes to pieces. Even in 4-wheel drive mode. Because I made that mistake once. I thought, I know what? It's raining. I want to go for a walk. I'll put my Crocs on because that'll be okay. Got halfway around, just to do a loop around the town centre, which is about 1.5 miles. Got halfway and thought, why are my feet hurting? Slipped the Crocs off and basically taken the skin off the top of all my toes. So that is the thing with Crocs, is you don't really care about them. You wear them wherever, because you're not going to you're not really going to destroy them. And B, if you do, it doesn't really matter. It's only like a £5 for a new pair. Or maybe a tenner these days. That is if you don't buy Crocs. If you just buy like minor Lidl versions or Lidl. Exactly. He used to be in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yes. Showed a lot of people your Frankenfurter, didn't you? Yeah, so I literally just wear them if I'm wandering around the garden. I suppose I could take them with me when I'm going on the long bike ride to wear around camp, just to like give my trainers time to wear out a bit, but probably won't. It's just extra weight. Crocs out here start 100. Wowzers. Yeah, I just got cheap knockoffs from Lidl. They're basically exactly the same. They just don't have Croc molded into them. Oh dear, we're talking about fluffers and spotters. Oh, yeah. Back to really bad jobs you probably wouldn't want. Fluffer, that's one of them. That's the you're not hot enough to be the porn star, so we just get you to keep the guys hard. So you're basically doing the same job, but you're getting paid a fraction of the money, and everything you eat tastes of salt. Yeah, no. There's probably some that really enjoy it, but you got to think that most of them are probably doing that job because they didn't make it at the next level, as it were. I'm no fluffer, but I'll be your cheerleader. Oh, now that. Yeah, now I'm picturing you in a cheerleader's outfit, Tommy. You said you enjoyed your last job. No. Current job I do enjoy. The last one, no. The last one gave me pretty much a mental breakdown. Gave me depression and anxiety. A lot of people grab. Yeah, but did they throw toast at you? So the Croc plug on things. Thought how much could they be? Max maybe 40 or 50 rupees, or 20 and a 10 out of each of 250. Ouch. Oh, Tommy knows what JOI is. All us men know what JOI is. Well, all us men of a certain age with certain tastes. Anyway, I may get stuff in stories, so I felt bad to say no. I got on like an idiot. Yeah, that's one of those ones where you're like, do I swallow this? No, not like that. We're not back on the fluffers. And just one of those where it's like it's self punishment. It's like I screwed up. I need to punish myself for it, kind of thing. Um, I have hard enough time with abbreviations for chatting. Hang on, Tommy. As it's probably not SFW, I will message you what JOI stands for. Oh, hello. Right, I've got to find Messenger on this tablet. There it is. It's probably not too far down. Tommy. Here we go. Da-da-da-da-da. There you go. Yeah. All right. Oh dear. Okay, and you. Warner cheerleaders outfit. Well, granted, it wasn't me that put it on. Rather, my sister tied me up to a chair and put it on for me. Oh, was or is? Do we know what Tommy's fertilizing his plants with? Is it his sister? Ah, dear. CEI. Yes, I have. I mean, over here, obviously, it's the Central European Initiative, but we're not going to go for the other version of. Not quite. There used to be a joke with the modelling group I was in. I'm basically a walking porn encyclopedia. I was single for like 20 years. Thanks for the stream. Yes, I did doze off a couple of times. You're welcome, Mark. Have a good day, my friend. And I hope all goes well. And you feel vaguely human. Yeah, nothing wrong with dozing off and having a nap, especially when you're awake at silly o'clock in the morning. A connoisseur. I mean, yeah, but if I'd have gone on Mastermind, which was an old game show in the UK, where you had to have like your specialist subject. What is your specialist subject for today? Pornography. Get through the second round. And what is your specialist subject this time? Perversions. Yeah, that's pretty much how it would have gone. Or buttresses. That's another good one. I do like a good buttress. If you get a chance, hug a buttress. Feels good. Anyway, on that kind of iffy ending note, my time is up. So thank you to everyone who's been here, put up my random waffling and my semi-conscious stream. Have a good day and a good week. Stay safe. Peace out. Rock on. Nanakara and Noah. Stuffs. Bye-bye. Sunday shop do 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 do. Sunday shop do 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 do. Sunday shop do 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 do. Stacy's mum do 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 do. Stacy's mum do 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 do.